Hi there, this is Jarl, and so I've been watching some videos. I've got a bathroom project I need to do. I'm just a dad, that needs to get the bathroom linoleum taken up so I can put new stuff down. And been watching some videos on YouTube, and they've been horrible. Like, all this stuff is very toxic, blow torches and irons and all this stuff that lets all the toxic gases out of this, plastic floor come up. And so I'm like, what is another way to do this that maybe is a little less toxic and maybe easier? And I'm like, wait a minute, I've got the tool. So I bought this for making skis a few years back. It's a little power steamer deal here for taking off wallpaper. Usually it's meant for on the wall, but I figured it gets hot enough, it gets wet, which is what I've learned from the key of all this, is the key is to keep everything wet, which also keeps the fumes down. Boom, look at that thing. Look at all that area I can cover with that, instead of a smaller iron or blowtorch concept, which looks really cool, but not very safe. So yeah, we're gonna give this a go. So I'm gonna plug this all in, turn it on, and I'll show you. We're learning together, and hopefully this works, because I'm pretty sure this gets hot enough to do it all. So, and maybe get all the paper up too, which then makes the job that much easier. So, see, be back in a second here. I'm trying to go slow to see if I can get the paper as well, but the paper looks like it doesn't want to come with. And that is a bummer, but it looks like, and what I've seen other people, they've actually used the heat and then scraped with the steam, used heat and then scraped, and it seemed to work really well. So, but we're at least getting the linoleum up easy, where we steamed at least. Check in here. I was really hoping the magic would happen and paper would come with it, but that doesn't seem to want to happen here. So, I'll do a little peel over here. I just might be able to get it to start, at least. How awesome would it be to get the paper as well? So now, I may have to remove some molding as well. Just hoping to not have to do. I'm trying to do this as simply and as quickly as possible. We've got house guests coming, and I want to get this done. Also going to paint, so we're going to take this up and get it all prepped and then paint, and it's coming up pretty easily. And without all the fumes, I don't smell any weird stuff other than just water, steam. The advantage of that water, when it gets stuff hot, where somebody might normally off-gas, the water is the block that stops that off-gassing from happening. So you don't have to smell all the toxic fumes that come from this. This is actually working like a charm. So with the paper here, it's actually coming up pretty nicely. So the paper is coming off in pretty nice sized chunks. If I'm real careful, I can just work my way down this. Again, no chemicals, just water, hot water, and it's actually not bad. I'm pleasantly surprised. So I thought I'd give you just a quick little add-on to this video. Now that I've got the whole floor up, the linoleum part off, now it's the paper underneath that didn't come with it easily. It's actually popping up pretty easily now. And with that steam, making it nice and warm, even the scraping, the minor scraping that I have to do, I mean, it's a lot easier than it would have been, even with some, something that I had to use to, some cleaner or some sort of, chemical that would make it raise. I still would have a lot of work to do and a lot of scraping to do. So far, I am pleasantly surprised with this method. I mean, it's just popping right up. I've got to put a little muscle behind it, and there's still going to be a little tackiness, I'm guessing, to the floor, but I have a feeling that isn't going to be a big deal. So, just a little update video. I am about a half an hour in from the last little spot that I showed you, and as you can see, we go from paper to no paper. So, the method of just steam and then moving that steamer while you're scraping at kind of the same time, and just do it all together in one fell motion, seems to be working great. I started this project at about 7:20 this morning, and the linoleum's off, other than the toilet, and debating what to do underneath this guy, the vanity or whatever. I think I'm going to remove the whole entire thing and potentially replace it. But otherwise, the main floor, paper's up, linoleum's up, and all that in about 2 hours. I am a soaking mess of sweat, but I don't pick the hottest day of the spring to do this. It's supposed to be 90 some odd degrees today here in Eugene. So, but 2 hours. No chemicals, only steam, and power of my arms just scraping. Done, 2 hours. So, pretty stoked on the results so far, and it's a little sticky, as you would expect. A few little spots I'm gonna have to glue down the wood again just so everything's flush, and then go to the next step. So, and then I've got to prep and paint the walls, and then I'll put down a new floor. So, which I'll do a video probably on that as well. So, cheers. Good luck on your project.